Hey, this video is being brought to you by Squarespace. Make sure you use the link in the description and the code to get 10% off of your next order.
Yeah, should I just be like looking at the city and then...
Yo, we're back with another episode of Walkie Talkie. Today we got Lanna. Lanna, what's up?
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I feel like you do all kinds of photography. You do like portraiture, documentary, food photography, event photography. How would you describe your photography if somebody asked you what kind of photos you take?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I just love life, you know? I love everything. We were on a food shoot the other day for Eater. That was super fun. My parents used to own a restaurant for almost 25 years. They had a Thai restaurant in Florida before they retired. So I've always been interested in hospitality, food service, and eating. So food is big for me. I also love covering events in the city and chasing stories. Yeah, and people. People are big for me. I love, you know, how photography can connect me with people and communities and put me in places that I've never been to before.
Speaking of communities, where are we shooting today?
So today I had the idea of going to a few skate parks because this is like one of the warmer days that we've had in a while. I think it's in the 50s. So we're gonna try and go to, I think, Blue Park, maybe K Bridge, skate park, maybe even Cooper. We'll see if the kids are out.
So we're here in Bushwick. You said you recently just shot like a assignment or job around here, right?
I did, yeah. It was for The Guardian. And basically it was about Bushwick and how the neighborhood is changing. I've lived out here for the last 10 years and it was cool. The editor, Thalia, she reached out to me knowing that I lived here for so long and asked me if I wanted to photograph the neighborhood for one of the stories that they were doing about the neighborhood changing, basically. It was super fun. Just like got out and like took photos of my neighbor Gus and just walked up and down Wyckoff and Myrtle, got some street photos over there, and of course Maria Hernandez Park, the handball players there. And it was really nice because my friend Marissa was also working on that story with me. She was covering the nightlife portion of the story, and so you see like this nice pairing of images of like longtime residents, which is largely Latino community here in Bushwick, and then Marissa's images were all like sort of the Gen Z going out partying until like 4 in the morning at Mood Ring or wherever. It was really neat to see that like contrast of all the demographics changing. I love it out here though. It's a lot of artists still living out here, and we're actually on the top of my husband's studio roof, and he works out of here at Brush Studios, and yeah, he lets me come up here and take photos on his roof all the time, so it's really nice. All right.
What phone you got in there?
This is actually Kodak Gold 200. I had a bunch of it in my fridge and I totally forgot about that. So I was like, oh, let's just use it today. It's a nice day out. But I got some portrait in the bag as well. So yeah, we'll use both today.
Always color?
Not always color. I actually there might be a black and white roll in there as well. I sometimes like to shoot on the Triax film. But yeah, mostly color. Let me grab the car keys real quick and put this away because I got too many things in my hand, which is the story of my life. I feel like being a photographer, that's a lot of it. A lot of it's just schlepping stuff around. Check this out, all manual. Even the windows, you gotta use the crank to roll the window down. All right.
Well, I think this is my first walkie-talkie in New York in a car. Did a bunch of those
What?
in LA.
No way. Oh wait, hold on. Look at this. I have to like put the face.
Oh wow, it is like 2007.
This car has been broken into twice now because people want this. I don't know why. Like the volume button was like missing in the last break-in.
You're not from New York, right?
No, actually, I was born in Florida, and I grew up there. And right after high school, I went off to Seattle, Washington, the total opposite end of the country, because I had a scholarship, an athletic scholarship. I was a gymnast for many, many years. A lot of people don't know that about me, but for about 17 years of my life, I was a competitive elite gymnast, and I was on the U.S. national team, and competed in different countries for the US, and I also competed for Thailand. I had dual citizenship until I was about 18, and yeah, I was able to represent both countries, which was pretty awesome experience. And after school, I came out here to New York, and I've been here ever since. But yeah, University of Washington was great. It was really nice to be in Seattle. It's a thriving arts community. I was very into music. And I studied photography at school there. It was my major for a bit. Yeah, once I decided to move out here to the city, and you know, it was exciting. I wanted to document my new surroundings. I was traveling a little bit more to Europe. Yeah, that kind of, I guess, put me on that journey to getting back around to photography. Love the energy here. It's super inspiring. The light is usually really nice under here, like after 5 or 6 o'clock. So we are a bit early, but it still looks good. Haven't been over here in like, I don't know, maybe a year. I brought my board, but I'm not gonna skate today. It's been way too long. I don't wanna bust my butt. I might just watch for a little bit first, because I mean, I haven't been out here in a while. I don't wanna like get in the way.
Well, what's the process of like starting to photograph people at skate parks?
I think it's different. I feel like skaters are not crazy about outsiders coming in and shooting. You kind of have to know the community, and if you don't, yeah, it's a little bit harder to get some access. But oftentimes, I'll bring my board and I'll skate around a bit, talk to some people, and then get the photos. But since I don't have my board with me right now, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Yeah, usually I like to photograph the girls, but I don't see any right now.
Like, how did you become interested or into skating, and what was that story?
Yeah, so I was interested in skating since high school. I saw my brother, he was skating with a bunch of his friends, and they built a ramp in my parents' driveway, and they started launching off the ramp. I thought it just looked so cool and so fun, and I love the way they express themselves through the way they dress and like to the music they were listening to. Thought it was really neat. Because I was coming from a gymnastics background, which is like very buttoned up, you know, super disciplined. So I thought it was cool because skating, there's like no rules or anything. You could wear what you want. I love that. It's also a physical challenge, and I really enjoy that as a gymnast. And so yeah, so I just grabbed a board. My brother let me borrow his board, and I started learning how to ollie in the driveway. And when I went off to college, I took my board with me, and I eventually met a few girls that skated out there. There's an organization there called Skate Like a Girl. One of my friends, Nancy Chang, she used to run that organization, and so we would always have meetups and kind of just like learn to skate in this like supportive, inclusive environment. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so like whenever I was out at the parks, there wasn't a lot of women skating. There might be like one. Like today, you see now, it's like 2025 and there are none. And so like naturally I gravitated to all the girl skaters when I got off to college. Once I got out to New York City, I started like taking my camera to the skate park and started shooting a lot of the women at the skate parks here, because I just started to see the scene was like the landscape was changing. There were a lot more girls. There was also LGBTQ community skating, just a lot more inclusive, a lot more diverse. And like all these little groups were popping up, like Skate Babes and Bronx Girls Skates. They both of those groups, they hold a lot of events and clinics to teach women how to skate. And so yeah, now you're seeing a lot more diversity at the park. It's always been, I guess, in my DNA. And it was always like something that, you know, kind of like interested in the culture. It's kind of how I started that project, Everybody Skate.
Yeah, so that project, Everybody Skate, what was that project?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just an ongoing project, just documenting the scene. I started it probably around 2017 is when I started taking my camera to the park. I think 2018 was when I was starting to get a little bit more like intentional in finding a project to shoot and actually like, you know, meeting with different skaters, DMing them, getting them to meet up and shoot, make some portraits at the park. Started to like go to a lot more events and things like that. And yeah, ever since then, so it's been quite a few years now that I've just been kind of like whenever I have a free day, go out to the park and shoot. I'd say it's still ongoing for me. a passion project that I can do and enjoy, like when I'm not working.
So you've already had like a show for it, right? At Contact. Mm-hmm. When do you think you'll call it quits? Like a wrap on that?
I don't know.
What do you imagine the final output of that being?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I did have the solo show at Contact Gallery, and I made a zine with it. Look Publishing did the zine for me, and it looks really nice. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something that I'll always like be interested in photographing throughout my life. I don't know if I'll ever call it quits, really. I've been also photographing Go Skateboarding Day every year, too, for the last few years. The Tony Hawk Foundation, also known as the Skate Park Project, has asked me to come and shoot that event, and it's been so much fun. So I still will participate, I think, like as time goes on. But yeah, you get busy sometimes, and it's hard to make it out to the park on days when you have like assignments or like you're on a deadline. But yeah, when I have free time, I love being outside. You know, you're in this public space, you're meeting people from different backgrounds. So like we talked about you being so busy, it's been a while since you've done this. Do you ever get like frustrated that like you're so busy you can't work on personal stuff? Not too much. I do feel like it's easy to get burnt out, I guess. Like if you're constantly working like 5 times a week, going out to shoot events or assignments, things like that, it can get a little exhausting. But yeah, I try to pace myself. I try to make time for personal projects like this, or just build in vacation days for yourself. I mean, you need days to recover when you're shooting a lot. Like a couple weeks ago, I was shooting 4 10-hour days consecutively for a client, and then I had an assignment the day after that. So it was like 5 shooting days straight, and then deadlines like the following week. So that was pretty exhausting. I don't know, if you love it enough, it's kind of like, you figure out a way to make it work, right? Like, and I love photographing, and I love getting an assignment. I love working with the newspapers and magazines. It's my favorite. But yeah, you figure out like that balance after a while. You learn to say no to certain jobs too, which is something I'm starting to learn to do more of now. If it doesn't feel like a good fit for me, I will say no. And I feel really privileged to be in that position finally. But mostly I feel like I say yes to everything. Photo is like, in the last, I guess, 4 or 5 years, it's been really exciting time for me. It's been getting a lot of really interesting assignments, and been able to like photograph lots of cool subjects, and just do a little bit of travel through work. So yeah, I feel really, really grateful to have that opportunity.
There's that cliche saying, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. What does feel like work? Like when you're on assignments, you do all this stuff, like does any of it still feel like work?
I don't know, let me think. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. Like, I used to work in an office, like I worked a 9-to-5 job. That felt like work. This feels different. It almost feels like an honor to just like, oh my God, the New York Times is asking me to go shoot this thing, when there's like a million other super talented photographers in this city. It's just like, it's so saturated here with really talented photographers, and when an editor asks you to go shoot a thing, I'm still super stoked, no matter how like big or small the assignment is. I guess the only jobs that feel like work maybe are like weddings or or events where it's like high volume and they want like thousands of photos or hundreds of photos. That can feel like work, I think, in the post process. But when I'm out in the field shooting, I feel like that to me just feels like fun. It feels like an adventure every time. But yeah, when you come back from like an event that has like high volume of photos that you have to edit on deadline and you've got to file it like right away, yeah, sometimes that can feel like work.
What's your deliverable? It's like how many photos, or?
No, they never really say how many photos. They just have you go and cover as much as you can. I did a lot on Saturday and yesterday, so I feel pretty good with the volume of pictures. That's the tricky thing with the assignments is like, you got to get the photos and you have to like file them pretty much like as you go all throughout the day. Yeah. So I think after this, I'll probably go back to the press room. Yeah, the captions is the hardest part because like you have to write down the breed, the gender of the dog, the name of the handler, Also identify who the owner is. So it's a lot of metadata that goes into every single picture, which is why I always have to stop and ask everyone like all that information. Yeah, so I usually write down the description of every single dog. So that's like the hard part of a photojournalist, I think, is a lot of people don't realize we have to collect all that data and then match it back to the image and then type it in a nice like, you know, who, what, where, when. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna get some information if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you the handler?
Yeah, I'm her owner and her handler.
It's okay to grab a couple pictures? Okay. Yeah, you can continue to groom her, it's fine. Thank you.
He was Canada's top working dog in 2023, and we're just making our first Westminster debut.
Amazing.
Do you have an active website? You keep a website?
Yeah, it's just my name.
How important is having a website for you in your career? Like, do you feel like having that has helped you?
I think, yeah, every photographer, I mean, should have a place to showcase your work. Yeah, I like having an online portfolio to like host projects and have like a bio page.
And thanks to Squarespace, who's sponsoring today's video, building a website to create your portfolio has literally never been easier. I was able to design a fully functional website from scratch in under a day, and I have no knowledge of building websites. Squarespace provides all the tools you need to build a website to your liking, to your style, using your vision, your photos, your voice, with a little bit of help of AI. Honestly, the hardest part in putting this website and portfolio together was actually choosing the photos that I wanted up here. I've also been looking for a place to migrate all of my online store, zines, merch, into a more all-in-one solution on a single platform. With Squarespace's online stores, you can easily sell your zines, your prints, whatever your photography heart desires, without all the other headaches and complications that come with setting up stores that exist on other platforms. They also have Squarespace Payments, which makes it incredibly easy for customers to check out using whatever preferred payment method they want, whether it's using a credit card or a service like Apple Pay. So head to squarespace.com today for a free trial, and once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/paulie.b and use the code paulie.b right here on your screen to save 10% off of your next purchase.
Well, maybe I'll get a picture of the ramp there. The light looks really cool on there. I'm gonna walk over there.
If I don't shoot street for a long time, I feel rusty.
Oh yeah.
Like apprehensive to like take photos of people. Do you feel that way with skateboard photography or skaters?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that way with any kind of photography. If I haven't done it in a while, for sure, I do feel a little rusty. But I mean, it's just like with the work, I've been shooting mostly digital. And so that comes really naturally. Yeah, certain subjects, if you haven't like gone out on the street in a while to make a portrait with anybody, you do get a little anxiety about like going up to strangers. But once you get like one or two down, then it feels comfortable after that, or a little less frightening. It can always be that way too at the skate park. You know, it's a pretty male-dominated space, and there's like a level of intimidation sometimes if you enter the park as a female, you know, to skate among all these dudes. But sometimes it's just all in your head, you know. It is nice though to have other women skating with you. You kind of like exchange tips and sort of feel a little bit more supported in that way.
We didn't explicitly say it, but photography is your full-time thing.
Yes.
You're doing it full-time.
Yeah, photography now is my full-time gig, which is really cool. For a while I was working at a photo school called BKC. I guess I was working there maybe like 10 or 20 hours a week, and then taking photo gigs on the side, just shooting any events or any assignments or just business portraits, whatever would come my way to like pay the bills. So this is a restaurant opening that we're going to shoot today for Eater. We're gonna get some pictures of the food. They make their own rice noodles. Yeah, they gave me a shot list earlier. The writer just sent the shot list over right before the shoot, so we have something to go off of. Yeah. Usually when I get to the restaurants, they're pretty ready to go, but this is like full on, like they still have to build stuff out. Well, we're still waiting on some utensils to get to us. Maybe I'll take a picture of her. It's okay. Is it okay to photograph her making some food over here? Like, yeah. Just the hands if you don't want to be in the photo. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Cái bánh này nếu mà em trộn nhân sẵn
I mean, need a different lens to get that angle. 1 second. Yeah, I think I'll just use this. So the 50 is kind of like shooting with like a 40 on a full frame. But I'll show you it is quite different when you're shooting medium format. Like, just like, yeah, the size of the sensor is like insane. It's like almost twice the size of full frame. So you get it pulls in a lot of light and a lot of detail in your photos, which is good for food and landscape and anything that, you want to see, like a lot of detail and texture. That's nice. Get a little tighter on those shrimpies. Nice.
Where was this in terms of like having your 9 to 5? Like when did that kind of fall off and switch over to photo?
Oh yeah, so when I moved to New York, I was working a 9 to 5. I was working in tech for a little while in music marketing. And yeah, photo really didn't come into the picture until I guess maybe like 2015, 2016. And I was doing social media content for them, and they had saw that I was really interested in photographing, and I was posting some of the pictures online on my Instagram page, and yeah, they really liked what they saw, so they asked me to shoot some stuff for one of their beauty campaigns that we were working on. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And they were using the photos. I was like, wow, if they're using the photos, maybe I have a chance at this. Yeah, so new. You can like put the food here when you're ready. This will be the first shot. Okay. Thank you. Is this one ready? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. How would you eat this, with your hands, or do you serve it? Do you have utensils? I'm not even sure if this is the shot that I want, like from this angle, but we'll see. Maybe I'll go this way to give it a. Is this dish is finished, or is okay?
Or just stack everything together in that.
Oh, so when you serve it to a customer, it comes out like this? That's cool. And so they have to build it. I think I'll shoot it like this, how it is first. Can we move these boxes and the wine bottles? Because it's going to be kind of a wide shot. Let's see. Yeah, so we should probably start moving. There's a lot of moving stuff, a lot of manual labor today. But that's all part of the fun. Oh yes, we got the bar rag. That's like the best thing to have on set for food stuff. Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of like Jenga. You gotta like figure out what is gonna look balanced. I guess it also depends on where the image goes. If it goes on like a square on Instagram, or if it goes into a header of an article online, or it's always something to think about too. For this one, I might shoot an umbrella or you should use the umbrella so we get kind of like a wider, yeah, a little bit more light. How about I move this giant knife out of the shot? Where does this go? In the kitchen, probably. Oh. I feel like I'm moving into somebody's house and like, it's like styling it. Let's see, more this way. I'm gonna do like one of these kind of shots. Oh. So I went to FIT. They had a photo program there that I did. It took me about 1.5 years to finish it. And so I just got a lot of exercise in the dark room and studio lighting, and it's really nice to have that space to connect with other photographers and have the resources as well. And of course, yeah, so once I finished that, the pandemic hit, and yeah, I was looking for like a project to work on. And so, yeah, skateboarding was one of the first subjects that I started to follow. And pretty much just like, I guess 2021, 2022 is when I started to do photo full time. It was like taking on the assignments and getting a lot more commission work from different clients, and now I'm able to pay the bills with it, which has been really neat. I mean, it didn't happen overnight, but I think when you're working like so long in an office job or a 9 to 5 or whatever that is, you just feel so hungry to be doing something else, and you're gonna, put your energy, all your energy into your photo work, and you're gonna figure out a way to make it work. So I was shooting everything too. I was also assisting a lot. Here, I guess, like some sort of crop like that. I'm like back in the restaurant, like the old days. I used to do this for my parents at their restaurant. Okay, there we go. Maybe something like that with this nice texture. Let's see, how are we gonna light this? Oh, that over here. Let's see. I feel like I like the countertop a little bit better, but let's see what this looks like. Specular light. That's better. Probably have to, you can go ahead and pick it up a little bit. Yeah, that looks good, yeah. Feels more interactive. Yeah, that's good. I'll just do a couple more like that. It might be in the shot though, but I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm just getting like the edges of stuff in, so it's probably fine. Oh, that's nice too. Good color. Most of the time for these editorials, I'm doing the food, quote unquote, styling myself, but I would prefer like a pro to do it. If there's a budget, yes, I love that. But a lot of the times for like the journalism budget, you don't get the stylist. But for commercial work, oftentimes, yeah. Yeah, so we just have to be scrappy and, you know, DIY it. Maybe this guy with the red socks or the guy with the ball cap over there. I probably need to move them over here into the lights. Yeah, it'd be great if someone would stand right there in that light. That would be nice for a portrait. Let's see who our first victim is. Excuse me. You're good. Oh, actually, do you want a portrait? My name's Lanna.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it would be awesome to get a picture of you. Cool. Oh, are you fixing your deck right now?
Tightened it a bit too loose, so not a bit too tight.
Where are you from?
I'm from Switzerland.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay.
Let's
switch to digital. Or wait, actually, no, that's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see here. Let me change the ISO. Nice. Oh yeah, this is good. The light is so nice here. 1 second. Right here. Yeah. Yep. Looks great. Yeah. Cool. Couple more. Oh yeah, I like how you're posed like that. That's nice. Just gonna get a couple more.
This also might be the first appearance of a Fuji X100 camera on the
Really? I've been working with Fujifilm since, I guess, like 2020. I applied to a program and they called me back and I ended up getting into the Fujifilm Creators Program. They give me assignments every now and then and gear to shoot with and lenses. It's been awesome. I've been able to travel a little bit for some of the projects and work on different camera launches, and it's neat. Yeah, I love the cameras because they're just like, especially these ones, these little mirrorless cameras, they're fun to just like throw in the bag and like take with you for everyday shooting. And yeah, a lot of the cameras I work with are Fujifilm. Did you change your shirt? You had a red shirt on.
Yeah, I changed it.
Oh.
It's cold.
Oh, yeah. That's why I was like, wait a minute, this looks different. Yeah, maybe we could, I think maybe over here actually, and the light was kind of cool. Oh, he's speaking Swiss. Cool. All right, 1 second, let me get this ready. Just want to double check on my settings. Oh, the light looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it looks so nice right here under the bridge.
No, I really like, it's the first time I'm coming here, but I really like the location.
It's a nice space, yeah.
Definitely.
You've amassed like all this technical knowledge. How did you like learn that stuff? Was it all self-taught? I know you went to school for photography.
Yeah, I mean, really, YouTube University. You can learn so much off of all those like YouTube tutorials, but just like practicing it, I was looking at a lot of photos where, like Martin Parr's flash photography, and I just love the look of flash. I think I just like practiced a bunch with just on-camera flash and then took a workshop, and I think those workshops definitely helped and just practicing a bunch, you know? But I'm really not a technical person at all. I just like, I don't know. I know some things, but yeah, it's all about like a feeling, I guess, that you want to convey in your photos. And you just have to figure out how to get that look that you want.
Started a photo project about your parents, right? What is that all about?
That is about spending time with my parents. But really, yeah, it's, I've been photographing them because they're retired now. They're both seniors. My dad is 83 or going to be 83 this year. And then my mom turned 75 last year. But yeah, it just started out really naturally of just me making pictures with them whenever we were on vacation. And you know, they were working in a restaurant for a really long time as like owners of a Thai restaurant in Longwood, Florida. It was like one of the first Thai restaurants in Central Florida. But yeah, now they have like all this like free time now that they're retired. And so I've just been like bringing my camera with me whenever I visit and just like getting some fun portraits with them. So really, it's just like a portrait of their lives, the seniors, living in the Sunshine State of Florida.
Was there any apprehension for you photographing them all the time? Like, were they like, oh, don't take my picture?
No way, they love it.
They love it? Amazing,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're big time into photo. My dad actually used to be a big photographer, like in terms of like carrying the camera with him everywhere we went as kids. He was always documenting my brother and I. So I kind of felt like immediately like it's okay to like turn the camera on them now. So yeah, they understand that like obsession with photography. So I think it runs in our family. My brother also is a big photographer. Yeah, he used to shoot for the high school newspaper. So I think that's probably the first time I really became sort of like fascinated with film photography. He would bring home prints from the darkroom. I was like, oh, this is really neat.
What do you imagine the output is for the parent project? There's a name for it, right?
Oh, permanent vacation, yes.
Vacation.
Because they're permanently on vacation now as retirees. I would love to exhibit the show or have a show with the body of work. I'm still working on it. It's an ongoing project. I'm speaking to some people right now about doing a show. We'll see how that goes and where that takes me. But yeah, ultimately exhibiting it, maybe doing a photo book. I think the photo book is like kind of the ultimate goal for any of the projects, for the skate project, permanent vacation. Just having something tactile that you can hold in your hands, prints. But yeah, in the book form would be the best. Let's see, where should we go? Or you could gravitate over that way. Oh, I see one girl. One girl. All right. Hey. Oh, hey. Oh, you've got your headphones. Hi, I'm Lanna. I'm a photographer and I'm doing a project about skateboarding. Would it be okay to photograph you?
Sure, I'm not photogenic, but go ahead.
Are you kidding me? You look cool. You've got great, jewelry and everything. So this looks good right here. Let me just I'm taking a little light reading here on this light meter.
Oh, what do I do?
Oh, you just kind of be yourself, just like a neutral look, just how you are, I think is good. And I like how your foot is on the board. It's perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stand over here. Sorry, I'm in your way, right? Okay, maybe I'll go this way. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. My shadow is kind of in the shot. Yeah, and I'm just gonna count to 3 that way.
Sorry, I don't like taking pictures.
It's okay, you're perfect. This right there is good. 3, 2, 1. I have a skateboarding Instagram page called Everybody Skate, so that's like the project.
I think I follow you guys.
Oh, you do? Oh,
I
perfect.
think I follow you guys.
Yay, amazing.
Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, but this is my Instagram.
Okay, cool. Did you just start skating or start?
I've been skating for like 2 years. But,
Oh.
I knew of skating as a kid because my Theo used to skate in Rockaway. I knew you from Everybody Skates. I followed you guys like underneath. I was like, oh, cool.
Really?
Like, I've been
Yeah.
following all the skateboard pages for fun.
And you don't even have to look at me. You could look kind of right over my shoulder if you want. Yeah, just like kind of like gazing into the sun at the skate park. Yeah, just right like that way, like kind of like you're watching other skaters. I think that's nice. for a portrait. And I'm gonna step back just a little bit. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1. Perfect. Thank you so much. Wait, let's get one more. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Maybe over here by the fence. That's like, there's such nice lighting, like bouncing off the back of that building into the shot. So we can try something over there. Yeah, just like right here is good. And then if you can lift your hat just a little so I can see your eyes, that's so nice. And do you want to carry your board for this one? Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just gonna shoot from here on up. And then, sorry, let me adjust your necklace. All right, that looks good. And actually look right here into the lens. Yeah, but have your face a little this way. Yep, that's perfect. Stay right there, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hand, your left hand, yep. Gorgeous.
Favorite kind of assignment?
Oh, wow. Favorite. I mean, the Westminster Dog Show was really fun. That was awesome. I got that assignment through the New York Times. The Styles editor, Tanner, had reached out to me about that. And it's like, do you want to go photograph some dogs? I'm like, yeah. So I did that for a few days, covering that. That was super fun. Now I got to find a cat show because I'm a big cat person. And so there was one where I was able to photograph Geraldo Rivera on a boat for 2 days, which was like very random, but like just a crazy experience that you would never, get like if it was just me. But yeah, the Times had reached out to him as well. They were doing sort of like a end of career feature, and they asked me if I wanted to go spend a couple days on a boat with Geraldo. I was like, sure, that's amazing. Yeah, so we took the boat out, kind of sailed like from Long Island Sound through the Hudson River and all the way up to the Erie Canal for a couple days. A reporter was with me as well, and that was a really neat experience. Yeah, just like hanging out with a bunch of journalists on a boat for a couple days. Oh, it's Jay! Oh, I hope I didn't mess her up. So my friend Jay's here. Maybe I'll go get a picture of Jay. How are you? It's nice to see you. I haven't... Yeah. How you been?
I'm all right. How you been?
Good. I brought my camera, so I thought I'd maybe take a picture of you if you're okay with that. Yeah. Awesome. When'd you get here?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah, just whenever. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe sitting on this thing because nobody's writing off this. I feel like, yeah, this is kind of sweet little spot right here. I like how you are. You are perfect. Yeah, you are. This is. Yeah, and I like the smile. That's like so Jay. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I love it. Oh, I already have to put a new roll of film in here, so I'll come back to you.
I always love seeing you.
Aw.
Yeah, I know you've been doing your thing for a minute, and
Yeah.
I appreciate your presence and what you've been doing.
You're so sweet. Thank you. I mean, I'm so happy that people open up their lives to me like you. It's awesome to be able to just come out and chill with the homies and make images. And,
Yeah, exactly. It's literally life.
It's life, yeah.
Yeah.
But it takes a certain trust, from your subjects, you can't just be anyone coming in and take a picture. It's nice that you guys trust me. So thank you.
Thank you for being trustworthy.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of people are shitty and I get it.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're not a shitty.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Right. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh,
Yeah.
I like this guy's outfit. It's like very 80s.
Yeah, that's my buddy Mike.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. I like Mike's hair, and I think it's like a jumpsuit he's wearing, or like a tracksuit.
While you reload the film, can you talk about some photographers that have been recent inspirations for you?
Oh my God. So many. Mary Ellen Mark was probably one of the first photographers I learned about in school. That was when I was living in Seattle. I went to University of Washington and was taking art history, a photo history class, and Streetwise saw that book, and that was just amazing. I loved her work with the runaway youth. And I lived not far from Pike and Pine Street in Seattle, where all those youth that she was documenting They were all kind of like hanging out on that street, so it was kind of like nostalgic when I'd walk up and down Pike or Pine Street when I was living on Capitol Hill. Yeah, I'd say her work highly was like a big inspiration for shooting on film and shooting portraits at the skate park and just like interacting with teams. Hey, I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Who else? Martin Parr. Love Martin Parr's color photography. Sense of humor, so good. I've got a couple of his books. Just early color photography in general. Eggleston, Stephen Shore. I've always loved those images. But also just, yeah, a lot of like the photographers, my peers, are a really big inspiration to me now, like learning about all these young emerging photographers through Instagram or through different assignments that I'll see getting published. It's really fun to like follow other people's work. Sina's work is, oh my God, is so good. And yeah, my friend Lucia, I love her work as well. She's a street photographer. She's from Italy. She just put a book out, actually. It's so good. Very colorful, vivid. I really love this book by Naomi Harris. It's called Hayden Hall, and she photographed a retirement community in the 90s. And it's so good. That book is amazing. I met her at ICP at like a book fair, and we've kind of just been friends online since, and it's been really neat. I kind of want to get a picture of Jay and her friend with the jumpsuit. Got a good outfit on. Jay, do you and your homie want to take a photo? The one with the tracksuit?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go in the light and get one, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. I'm gonna get a picture of, are you filming right now? Oh, can you stand like behind it? I think that's kind of a fun. Yeah. I just want to see the feet in the board. Yeah, all the accessories. Oh, that's good. 3, 2, 1. All right. Is it still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, you good. Yeah, go ahead and do your thing. I don't want to like keep you.
Oh, no.
Do you two want to put a picture together? Okay, cool. Yeah. What if you stood on top of the bench here with your board? Yeah, then you look like super heroic. Yeah, feeling big. Feeling
You gotta
big.
scrunch down so I can be big.
No.
Yeah.
No!
How about just like a nice neutral look? Yeah, little space apart, just so we have. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, little less smiley, Jay. You gotta look badass, right? Okay, ready? I mean, you already do, but 3, 2, 1. Nice. You want to do a happy frenzy one? You can't. Yeah. No, like
We gotta do
like
this
you.
one.
Oh, you want to? What is it? Oh, that's kind of great. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Oop.
Any advice for somebody that really wants to get into a type of career that you kind of built?
Yeah, definitely pitching. Once you build up your body of work and you feel really confident about sharing it, I would start to reach out to, photo editors, producers, brands even, if you're looking to do more like commercial work. I think having a personal project is really nice because that'll allow you to like shoot what you love and, build a body of work, have something to show for. And that's kind of like what started it for me was, just these little projects, shooting what you love, little passion projects, and then before you know it, you have all these images, and then you're able to share that and, hopefully get some work out of it too. But ultimately, you even if you don't get published or you don't get work, you at least have these images and a body of work that you can be proud of and, maybe exhibit them for a community. So I assisted a photographer, Sarah Fox, for about On and off for like 5 years. And I think that is like such an amazing way to learn about the industry. When I first came on to work with her, she had me like watering the plants at her studio, getting coffee, and eventually I like got bigger responsibilities. I was able to edit a lot of her work and learned to edit very, very quickly. And she was just like an amazing mentor for me. She eventually hired me to be her second shooter. And it was just nice to be able to like see her process and kind of learn from her. It's a good way to learn, and it's just nice to have a mentor as well. So maybe I'll play with the Fuji for a little bit because it's kind of fun. It has like its built-in flash. Okay.
You edit some lotion?
Yeah, I'm gonna edit some lotion. It's a little dry out here. Some moisture in there. Oh, hey, I remember seeing you like a while ago. I have a good photo of you at Cooper Park. Oh, really? Yeah. You were like smoking a blunt with someone. How you been? Tell me your name again. Joshua. Joshua, that's right. Nice to see you. Yeah. Mike, stay right where you are, because like the light is glowing. Yeah, that's cool. It's so red. I think looking out towards the red sun, that's nice. Yeah. But yeah, feel free to zhuzh. Looks good. Yep, eyes here is good too.
Finish a sentence.
Oh.
I take photos because.
Oh, wow. I take photos because I love being connected to people. I love that the camera connects me to places, communities. I love taking photos to preserve memories. I love taking photos because it's fun. All right.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap, yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, Lanna.
Yeah, of course.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Let the people know where they can find your work and reach out to you.
Sure. So I'm on Instagram @Apisukh, or you can look on my website and reach out to me there. It's just lannaapisukh.com.
All right.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you. Peace.
Peace.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, oh.